Hey, friends, happy Thursday to you. Happy Eve of Canada Day. Today, that's what my video is about. It's all about Canada Day with your little one who still naps. That could mean that would mean newborns, babies, and even toddlers. Lots of toddlers still nap, including my son, who is 3, but he still naps off and on sometimes. So, yeah, so this is for all you guys. Canada Day is a super important, super fun time, and I just wanted to get into this today. So, anyways, let me introduce myself. My name is Courtney McIntyre. I'm a certified pediatric sleep consultant. I'm the founder of Sleep Little One Sleep, and I am a mother of 3. And today I'm doing my video a little later than I usually do, and my son is actually awake. So if he comes into the video, that might happen. So just forewarning you. Anyways, so Canada Day is a super, super important time for so many people. It's for me, I love it. I love Canada Day. I love celebrating my country. And also, this can also apply to any kind of special celebration day, July 4th, or, just any kind of day that's not the norm and that requires your little one to, have a very busy, productive day, which they more than likely don't normally have because they take naps and, they have a schedule and all this crap. So, anyways, so let's get into this. Uh, there's my son. Sorry about that, guys. All right. So, how do we enjoy Canada Day with our still napping little one? So of course, with Canada Day, there's traditions that we carry on from like maybe what our families did and stuff like that. For me, I had my mom and dad were split up, so I celebrated 2 different ways. With my mom, we usually like went to the park or the beach, wherever there was like a bunch of activities going on. We'd always watch fireworks. So it was always a busy time, but it was always so fun. And with my dad's side, we'd always go to Deep Lake. It's a place in the United States. So yeah, we would celebrate Canada Day in the United States. But to be fair, we would also save some fireworks for July 4th because we celebrated that too when we were down there. But yeah, we'd have a day full of boating and fun, and then we'd have dinner, a barbecue, and then we'd have fireworks. We'd do our own fireworks at night or watch whatever was going on. So it was always so fun. And you want a snack? Okay, just 1 minute. So yeah, I mean, Canada Day, you have those traditions and you want to carry those on with your little ones, but it's not that easy when you have a newborn or a baby or even a toddler sometimes on your hands because they can become very overstimulated. They can get too hot, they can get hungry, and they can get too tired, which is quite common in little ones. Getting too tired very quickly, most likely from being overstimulated. Maybe they're thirsty, maybe they're too hot, maybe they're tired. I mean, hungry. This can all lead to a really cranky baby. So I'm here to help you with that. So you can have an enjoyable Canada Day or July 4th with your little ones, ensuring a good time for everyone involved, your whole family. All right, so some tips I have for the newborns is to baby wear. That would be a number 1 tip for you guys. Baby wear them. At this age, it's totally okay to baby wear your little one for naps and stuff like that. Of course, I do always recommend if you're going to baby wear, you need to at least try 1 nap where they're in their crib or pack and play if they're not at home, at your own home and you're sleeping somewhere else and you have a pack and play. At least do 1 nap in the crib or pack and play. The rest you could baby wear. It'll be a lifesaver for you. You'll be able to do a lot more if you can just carry them around all day. But I do suggest that you don't dress them in anything too hot. Make sure they are covered because you don't want them to get burned or have any sunlight on them. And make sure that you're not dressed too warm too because baby wearing makes you very hot. I also suggest a baby carrier that is like an Ergo or something like that, not like a Moby because those are way too difficult to get on and off when you're on the go. Make sure to take breaks out of the carrier as well to feed them and when they're awake so they can get some awake time in and be out of their carrier for a while. You can cool off and it'll prevent you both from getting overheated and it'll give them a little bit of time to be awake and not be stuck in your baby carrier the whole time. But during naps, totally fine. If you're going to be outside during the fireworks with your newborn, make sure they have ear protection on. Super important. Their hearing's extremely sensitive, and loud noises from the fireworks will not only protect them from the loud noises, but it'll prevent them from getting too overstimulated or even scared. So if you're going to be inside during the fireworks, make sure to double up on the white noise to drown out the sounds from the fireworks and maybe from noisy family members or friends. And if you're going to be staying at a family member or a friend's house, make sure you bring your pack and play for your little one to sleep in. Like I said, it's going to be important to at least get one nap in there. Try to get them all in there if you can, but of course, just one is super important. Okay, so some tips for your babies that I have for you is my son's taking apart some things behind me. So to work your schedule around their naps. I know this is kind of inconvenient, but just remember in the long run, this is just a small period of their life. They're going to have so much time, so many Canada Days or July 4th coming. So just do what you have to do now, and it's not going to last forever. So don't stress about it. So work your schedule around their naps. At this age, you don't want to be skipping naps, and you don't want to be baby wearing them for all their naps either, because it can it can create a habit, that will need to be broken later, and that will not be fun at all. In my mind, it's not worth the risk to be baby wearing them at all for naps, and they won't really get that good of a sleep that way either. They'll get a better sleep in their own crib or pack and play in a nice quiet room, well, with white noise, that's dark and not stimulating at all for them. And that's what you want. You want them to have a good nap so that they're not a cranky baby all day. So work your schedule around their longer nap. Usually, it depends on their age, but usually they'll have at least one nap. And if you follow my sleep guidelines, that long nap will be from 12:30 to 2:30, depending on their age. And then they'll have two shorter naps in the morning and in the evening, depending on their age again. But those two shorter naps, if they do take both of them, you can do those on the go. You can do them in the stroller, you can do them in the car, or even in the baby carrier. They don't have to be that long, like half an hour, 15 minutes to half an hour should be long enough for those ones. At least for the last one. The morning one should be a bit longer. It should be about 30 minutes, but you can do those ones on the go if you absolutely need to. But if your little one doesn't nap on the go, don't even risk it. Don't even risk it. The cranky, overtired baby will not be worth it. Do the naps at home. Super important to keep your baby hydrated, especially if the day is a hot one. Bring lots of snacks. Trust me when I say you'll need those. I'll get you a snack in a minute. You heard that word, didn't you? And now you want one. I'll get you one in 1 minute. If you choose to bring your little one to the fireworks, be prepared to have a backup plan, because they could become scared. They could become overstimulated. Fireworks may not seem like a big deal to you, but to a little one, especially if they've never seen them before, it can be a very big deal. It's really overstimulating. They're loud, they're bright, they're scary for a little one. So you have to take that into account and have a backup plan in case that happens. So my last thing will be tips for toddlers. If they're still taking a nap, again, work your schedule around that nap. Trust me when I say they'll more than likely need it, especially if that day is really busy, hot, and overstimulating. Guaranteed they'll still need that nap. Even if they might not always take naps, they might need one this day. Usually at this age, they're only about an hour, 45 minutes, half an hour long, so it won't take up much of your time anyways. Make sure also to keep them super hydrated, even if you need to chase them down, make them sit for a bit to get a drink and maybe a couple snacks. It's so important on hot days like that. Also, lots and lots of snacks for toddlers. Just shove your purse full of snacks because you know they're going to need it. And if this is their first time watching the fireworks, they're at an age now where you can have a discussion with them and talk with them beforehand about what it'll be like. Let them know it's going to be loud, it's going to be bright, and talk to them about the general safety of fireworks, and just make sure that they know what's going to come. And also have a backup plan, because you never know. They might not like the fireworks, so you might need to leave. Anyway, so yes, honey?
I like this.
Okay. Tips for all ages, newborn, baby, toddler, regardless of their age, make sure that they have ear protection. Not only will it protect their hearing, but it can also help with any fears or overstimulation from the fireworks. Another good tip I have for you is to give them a little extra time to nap the day of. That way, if you're keeping them up for the fireworks, they're not too tired or cranky by the time the fireworks start. And then if you do keep them up a little late for the fireworks, let them sleep in the next day an extra 30, 45 minutes to make up for the later bedtime. Anyways, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you like this. If you did, please share it with other people who could use it. If you're looking for more stuff like this, I have a link in my description box to my Facebook group. I give weekly tips and advice to exhausted parents like yourself looking for help with their baby or little one that isn't sleeping well. So I hope to see you there. But if you're looking for a more individualized one-on-one plan, I can help with that too. So I have amazing packages at my website that you can check out. If you like it, contact me and we can get started with a free 15-minute consult. And we can get you on the road back to better sleep. The link to my website is also in the description box. That's all I got for you guys today. I hope you have a great weekend. Happy Canada Day, and I will see you all next week. Bye.